If you are thinking about your future and you want to decide the right thing for your future, then the next 30 minutes could change your life. And I'm serious about that. If you don't believe that, then sleep. But don't bother the others. There are some students here who are serious about their future. So today, I not give you any activity and wasting your time with something that you may know. But I'll share with you some facts, some numbers, some statistics that I'm pretty sure you have no idea about it. And I got these numbers from more than 1,000 sources. All of them are valid, from governments, from prestigious companies and researchers. So please, bear with me and listen to whatever I'm mentioning here. I'll share with you things that could change your life. Why? Because you can play, you can waste your time, you can be lazy, and you can do something stupid sometimes. We are human. But when it comes to your future, you have to think 10 times before deciding anything. If you just looking for a good life, amazing future, competitive salary, then don't waste your time with something that has no value. There are some programs, some degrees, some professions will disappear in 10 years from now. You could start a degree, you could enjoy your life for 3 years in any university here or anywhere else, and after the graduation, you will suffer a lot to have a future. And you could get a job, but which salary? 10 million, 15 million, that you cannot start a nice life. You cannot have a good future. But what if I give you the right path for your future to change your life with the base salaries in this life, with the base future in this life? That's why I built my presentation and I call it Why Computing is the Future. If you like, if you don't, computing is the future. And any other profession, any other degree, if anyone in anywhere wants to survive, has to have something about computing. A doctor, a dancer, a retail engineer, teacher, they have to use computing and they have to have computing skills. That's why I called it Computing is the Future. And when we are saying computing, it means everything. Data, AI, software, designing, game art, all these are computing. Let me just start with you by giving you an overview about the programs that we are offering at BUV. And then I'll tell you why we chose these programs. So first of all, I'm Dr. Ali Dulaimi, the head of the computing school and the program lead of the data science and AI. So AI is my field. I'm from Canada. I have 4 bachelor degrees, 3 master degrees, and 1 PhD, and 1 postdoc. So I spent my life in academy. So when I'm giving you an advice, it is something free, but if you will listen carefully, you could change your life in the right path. You will see that. At BUV, at our school, computing school, we call it SOCIT, School of Computing and Innovative Technologies, we have 5 programs, 2 partners. The first 3 programs, game design, game art, and computer science from the University of Stabisham. The best university, #1 university in UK in terms of gaming, in terms of creativity, #7 in the world in terms of gaming and creativity. And the other two, data science and AI and software engineering from University of Stirling, the second university in terms of computer science in Scotland, one of the best 350 universities in the world, and #1 university in terms of data science in UK. If you will study at BUV, you will get exactly the same degree as you are studying in UK, exactly the same. It means you are studying here in Vietnam at BUV, but you are the student of Stirling or Staffordshire. Now, why only these 5 programs? And why we selected these programs? It's not by chance. It's not roughly. It's not a matter of copy-paste. No. We studied the market here in Vietnam, in Asia, and global-wise, and then we selected these programs. Why? Because they are the future. You will see that based on numbers. As today, I will not share with you any activity. I will share with you numbers. Numbers from valid sources to tell you that these 5 programs are the future. If we like, if we don't, if we agree, if we don't, they are the future. You will see why. Now, what I did, I selected the numbers based on 2 aspects, based on 2 foundations, global-wise and Vietnam. So, why we are, caring about global-wise? Because here at BUV, we are preparing you to survive not in Vietnam only, everywhere in the world. If you will have our degree, if you will study with us, we are preparing you to be Vietnamese graduate with a global identity, which means you can work anywhere around the world, not only in Vietnam. You can work online with any respected company in Canada or UK. You can go and work over there in US, in UK, in Canada, and New Zealand, or you can work here in Vietnam. Why? Because we are providing you with all the essential tools and identity and the skills to make you different. That's why if you will find any graduate from BUV, you will find him or find her the leader in that company, in Vietnam or anywhere. So we are preparing characters with skills. So our approach is different from the others. So the global wise. So I say that my presentation today, why the computing is the future. These numbers telling you why. Overall computing jobs, overall. We are studying the importance of any profession based on the growth, based on the demand. So if there is a demand in the market, if there are people, there are companies asking for computing professionals, then it means this job is the important one. Or we call that one the growth rate. It means this job is growing, is increasing. The growth rate for the computing jobs in general, from 21 up to 25% global-wise, anywhere in the world.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
You cannot find any other profession that has such percentage or such a growing rate.
It's your documentary.
All the other professions are going down. They are disappearing. But anything related to computing is increasing. You can see that every single year, the computing schools, the computing professionals, the computing jobs are increasing about 400,000 jobs in every year. In new jobs, in new description, not opportunity. That's unbelievable. While the other professions, managing, whatever, finance, accounting, marketing, with all my respect to all of them, they are going down. And all the government resources and reports and all the researchers, they are saying in 10 years from now, these jobs will disappear. It means you could spend 3 years preparing a degree, and then after 5, 6 years, you cannot find a job. Why? Because the job that you already prepared for disappeared, not available anymore. There is a software or there is an AI platform that can manage that. But recently, just last 2 years, there's a popular job, they call it work scope designer. This job disappeared in 2 years, already disappeared. You know why? Because the AI is doing that in seconds. The same for the other managing jobs. Only supervisors will stay, but the basic jobs will disappear. But computing, no, sorry for that. Now, the other amazing thing about computing, all the other professions, 99% of the other professions don't have remote work. We have students here at BUV in year 3. They are working with the base companies in UK and Canada, and they are getting 80 to 85 millions every month. They are working remotely with them while we are still students. Is there any other profession that can get that amount of money? No, only computing. And now you will see why we selected these programs. Remember, when I started, I said, we didn't select these 5 programs roughly. We didn't select these 5 programs without reason. There is a study. See the demand. I not go with details with everyone, but I give you example about the first one and the last one and the one in the middle. So the first one, AI. The AI growth around the world up to 40%, and that's currently. Next year it could reach maybe 80%. Why? Because AI is everywhere. So there is one example. There's a survey by the Ministry of Planning and Investment here in Vietnam. The ministry did a survey with 656 companies in Hanoi. And they asked them long list of questions, but 2 questions from that list were, are you willing to pay extra money for the people who have computer science background? All the companies, the 656 companies, answered, we are ready to pay 50% more salary for anyone that has a computer science background. The second question was, are you willing to pay extra for the people who have AI expertise or degree? All the companies answered, we are ready to pay double salary for anyone that has AI expertise or degree. That will give you an idea that the future is for AI, for computing. That's why I say, if you want a stable life, don't go to other profession. Think only about computing. I'm not saying that because I'm the head of computing school. I'm saying that because these numbers are official numbers. These numbers telling you the future, facts. Now, come to software engineering. Software engineer, if you will go today, when you will go home, go and use any AI platform and ask the AI, any AI, but don't ChatGPT because it's stupid. I hate ChatGPT. So use CoinChat, use Grow, use Claude, use DeepSeek, use ChatGPT, doesn't matter. So ask a very simple question. What is the question is, what is the most in-demand jobs for the next 50 years? Or another question. If all the professions will disappear and only 3 or 4 stay available, what are these? Always you will find software engineering. Why? Because everything in this life based on software engineering. The AI itself based on software engineering. Your phone's applications, software engineering. The TV and the satellites, the applications that you can use every single minute based on software engineering. That's why the most in-demand job in the world is software engineering and AI. The last one, the game art. Some people will say, hey, Dr. Ali, you are talking about a 12 to 15% growth rate. Yes, it's a small number, but there is no other profession anywhere that even has such number. Why game art is 15% only? Because game art program is just young, 3-4 years old. So this profession started 3-4 years ago. Do you believe that the game art in Vietnam in 2024 only, the demand increased 74%? You know why? Because there is a crazy demand. There is about 4,000 jobs, and in Vietnam we have only 40 or 50 people for the game art. So if you have a degree in game art, you can work without any problem. We will see that when it comes to Vietnam, because these for global. Now, let me go and show you the same percentage, but for Vietnam. These numbers in Vietnam, even more than the global. I just want you to see this number, the 57,000. 57,000 is your future. You know how's that? In Vietnam, we have around 300 universities. The people who are graduating from computing every single year, only 57,000. But what is the demand of Vietnam? What is the demand? 400,000. It means Vietnam only needs 400 computing professionals, but every year we have only 57. Which means if you have a degree in computing, then your future is secure. And you can change your work whenever you like. You can ask the salary that you like. All the professions, most of them, start with salaries average around 10 to 18 millions. But the computing is the worst salary starts from 25 millions. You see the difference? That's why I'm saying computing is the future. Play, waste your time. Don't care about anything. But when you are deciding your future, stop and think 10 times. It's your life, your future life. If you want to waste it with miserable work, go and waste it. You will never be happy. But if you want to be one of the most important figures in this country or anywhere, study computing. You know, 2 months ago, there was an amazing, crazy taste by Elon Musk. You know Elon Musk, okay? That billionaire. Do you know who was the winner of that taste? A Vietnamese software engineer. That will tell you that the future is yours if you decided the right profession, the right path. Don't waste your life with some jobs and professions that have no future. Let me show you the percentage of the other professions in Vietnam. the growth rate. You see these amazing percentages. You cannot find such numbers in any profession except computing. See the amazing percentages. These numbers in Vietnam here. When I prepared my presentation, I prepared this presentation last month. So the percentage was 44. I was lazy because I'm sick, so yesterday I couldn't update my presentation. This presentation last month, the last report from the government here in Vietnam, they released the report by 21st of March. Do you know what is the percentage of the growth rate of AI? 67%. It means if you have AI degree, your life is lovely forever because the future is yours. When I'm saying 67%, it means there are few people that they have AI professions, and there's a long list of demands from the companies here in Vietnam. They are fighting with each other to have you if you have AI degree. Go and search what is the most paid job in the world. You will find it, data science and AI experts, software engineer. You will never find marketing, with all my respect. You will never find management. I'm not against these jobs, but I'm comparing because these jobs on the list of the jobs that it will disappear in 10 years. Not from me, that's from the government. That's why I'm saying, guys, wake up, because this is your future. This is your future. Think 10 times. Don't listen to your friend when saying, hey, let us join some other profession and waste 3 years with our friends and just have fun. After the graduation, what you will do? And don't rely on your families, because after the graduation, you will be independent person. Even if you are coming from rich family, that family will never support you forever, and the money will never stay forever. Only your degree, only your job will make you survive. You know these people? The most richest people around the world, the owner of Facebook, the owner of Google, and some famous employees. All of them are billionaires. And I have a list of 218 billionaires. What is the common thing between them, among all these people? What is the common thing? What do you think? Yes, all of them are rich. What else? All of them have a computer science background. Which means that they are not billionaires by chance. No, there is a reason. There is a mindset. Their minds are different from the others. That's why they are the most richest people in this life. They are thinking in different way. It means if you will study anything in computing, your mindset, your way of thinking, your way of designing, your way of making the decisions will be different from the others. That's why all of them are billionaires. And I used to give an example about this lady. Susan, this one. She passed away last year, unfortunately. But you know this lady, What is her job? She's the marketing manager of YouTube. But what is her background? Marketing. She's marketing manager, her background is computer science. That will give you an idea, the same for the other lady, the one which is just Apple, working with Apple. That will give you an idea that the people in computer science can achieve the best results in any field, even if their background is different. But they have the mindset of computing people. Okay? Now, this simple question, can you think about it? Is there any organization, company, whatever, small or big, can survive without computing? Yes or no? There is no way. The answer is big no. There is no company or organization that can survive without computing. Another message to you, the computing is the future. And you could get a degree in a specific profession. But if you will get the degree in computing, you can work anywhere. Why? Because every single company, every single organization needs computing people. And they are fighting to have them. If you will work in other professions, let me start explain this one. See, there is no risk. Why? Because the demand is decreasing, not decreasing. The number of companies that asking for computing people is more than the computing professionals. So there is no risk, you can survive anywhere. All sectors, I just mentioned, you can work anywhere, in any company, because all the companies need computing professionals. There is a study in one of the newspapers last year. They said in Vietnam, if we have 10 jobs advertisements, you will find 9 for computing and 1 for the other professions. Do you imagine that? 9 advertisements out of 10 for computing, while 1 advertisement for all the other professions. Another message to tell you that the future is for computing, which is the many to one. And the growth, we just explained it, that the growth is increasing and will continue increasing and will never decrease. Now, if I ask any one of you, the one who was listening to me or the one who was sleeping, like our young lady over there. So if I'll ask her, is the future for AI? She will say yes, because AI is the future, right? So it means the demand will increase and will never stop. And as long as the AI everywhere, then computing everywhere, then the demand again will increase. Another message to you that the future is for computing professionals, not for something else. Excuse me. The most important thing here, and I'm very happy to see the number of girls almost even more than the number of boys, but unfortunately, here in Vietnam, we have an issue. I worked in 11 countries around the world. And whenever I'm going to any class, I used to see more than 50% of the class of the computing are girls. When I came to Vietnam last year and I started working at BUV, it was a shock for me to find that the percentage of girls in the computing school is very limited, never exceed even 5 or 10%. And this is a big mistake. And this is a wrong mentality. And this is a real wrong direction. Because computing for both, and believe me, girls, that computing fits girls more than boys. Because boys are lazy. Boys, they are not multitasking. I'm a man, come on. I'm not. While the girls are creative, multitasking, deep thinker. They can do so many things at the same time. If you will give any man, any boy, 2 things, he will get lost. But the ladies, the women, the girls can manage 10 things at the same time. So that's why computing is for you girls. So you have to reconsider your choices, reconsider your profession, and you have to correct this thing in this lovely country. Okay? Every single company, every single government office is looking for female with computing degrees. So if you will choose this path, then your future is secure. Don't make the mistake and just go to, I don't know, hospitality, I don't know what these things, I mean, the other professions, that you will never achieve more than 10 million a month. The future is for computing degrees, no doubt. If you don't believe me, when you will go home, spend 2-3 hours for your future and search about these things. And you will see all these numbers. After all that, why you should study at BUV? As I said at the beginning, we have the best programs, the most in-demand programs around the world. So these 5 programs that we are teaching here, as I mentioned before, we didn't select them roughly. No, we did studies. And you saw from the numbers, they are the future. So we have the basic programs. Like I'll give you an example. We are the only university in Vietnam and in this region that teach game art. We are #1 university for gaming. We have the base software engineering in this region. We are using AI platform that no one offering in this entire region, in all Asia. What is that? Codio. Who's using Codio? MIT, Cambridge, Oxford, Meta, Coursera, and BUV. Some of the students are saying, I'm not good in programming. Programming is tough. That's why we use Codio. We integrate Codio. Codio will be with you 24 hours to be an expert with no time. It is the best AI platform for programming in the world. And we are the only university in this region that integrated Codio for their programs. The most demanded software in the industry for data science and AI is Minitab. We are the only university in this region that teaching and using have. IoT, Internet of Things. All the universities in Vietnam, they are using IoT and teaching IoT by the book, theoretical things. We are the only university in Vietnam and the entire Asia who are teaching IoT by using the practical software kits, working hardware and software. So when you will graduate, you don't need experience. All the other universities, graduates, they need to have 2-3 years experience. While if you will study at BUV, you will graduate and you have these skills and that experience because you were using these technologies every single class. Most of the universities in Vietnam, they are following the traditional teaching, lecturing. They are following the traditional exams, sit, study, and sit and write. We don't have such thing. Our exams all practical, based on project. We will give you the project. You will work either alone with your group for 3-4 weeks, and then you will give us the results and the report, which means from the very first day at the BUV, you are working like a real life work. That's why we are preparing our students to be leaders in their field. Our students always can survive anywhere. That's why we are special. What about BUV itself? We are the only official university that offers the official British education in Vietnam. We are offering an honor degree, exactly the same degree as you are studying in UK with honor. And believe me, the degrees that you are getting from here, from BUV, honestly, it's not from BUV, because you will be the students of those universities in UK will be even better than the students of those universities. Why? Because they have elective courses. We don't have elective courses. That's why you are studying the base courses in the field even better than the students at Sterling or Stanford University. We have, as I mentioned, the base tools and tools no one is offering except BUV. We have the latest labs in the world, all that only at BUV. We have more than 450 partnerships locally and internationally. You can see these are just some samples from the companies that we have partnership with, which means your internship, your employable, your future is secure.
Ubisoft à?
You
ITH,
can work anywhere with
Ubisoft.
peace.
Đương nhiên rồi, Ubisoft có ấy mà. Ubisoft bây giờ đang
The same when it comes to the
Even
universities
Gameloft.
around the
trước
world.
định ấy
You
vào
can
Ubisoft.
have internship, or you
Mà
can
bây giờ
study
Ubisoft nó
2 years here
đủ.
and 1 year in any of these universities
Ubisoft.
around the world.
Thực ra có thể Activision như nào ấy. Vấn đề là Ubisoft nhưng mà vào công ty nào
Finally,
Ubisoft nó
I know the resolution of this one is
năm
not
nhánh,
good, but I
năm nhánh
think
designer.
that picture is
Sau
more
5 nhánh nữa
clear.
nó lại
So what I
một
did,
đống năm công ty.
when I
Xong
was
một đống-
preparing
thì
this
năm công ty ấy
presentation,
ra một đống nhánh.
I fed all
Ubisoft,
the
Blizzard,
numbers that I shared
kết
with
hợp
you
với
today
EA,
to Grok.
Activision.
You know Grok, it's an AI platform like ChatGPT for Elon Musk.
Nó không chỉ
And I
nó chỉ
asked
mỗi
the AI,
Ubisoft đâu.
hey
Nói theo
Grok,
nghĩa là kiểu một
if
Ubisoft nó có thể
these
nó có thể,
numbers for computing,
employ được một
could you please give me
triệu
a
đứa.
poster that will give the idea of the future path of
bây
anything
giờ phải Ubisoft sẽ
not computing and computing?
tao có mấy
And
cuốn
that
sách của
was
người
the
ông
result.
ông giám đốc của Ubisoft.
If you will choose the computing
Ex-giám đốc của
study,
Ubisoft.
then your path is lovely, green, sunny, clear.